tempting. And we will get underway straight away with our first quote. And this is the easy level, so hopefully we will do quite well on this level. But this is my first time attempting this game, so this really is my first go at trying to name the movies that these quotes are contained in. So here we have the first quote, and it says, "I got just 5 words for you. Damn glad to see you, boy." And our choices are A Knight's Tale, Armageddon, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or Schindler's List. And I actually know the answer to this one, as I've seen the movie a number of times, and it is Armageddon. But what I must note just before I press the answer, we actually have 2 things that are going to help us with guessing the right answer. In the bottom left corner, we have an eraser, which if used will erase one of the answers from the 4 given to us. And in the bottom right, we have this character who, if you press the button, he will give you some assistance in naming the movie that the quote is contained in. But if you do use either of these aids, it will take away from your points total, which you can see at the very top of the screen. Each correct answer gives us a certain amount of coins. Okay, so we will get underway, and as I mentioned before, the right answer to this quote is Armageddon. So let's select that. And as predicted, we are correct. And our next quote is To Infinity and Beyond, which is a very well-known quote. And our choices are Toy Story, The Devil Wears Prada, Equilibrium, or Troy. And I think most people would get this one right, and it is Toy Story. Okay, and our next quote is, "Without our heart song, we can't be truly penguin, can we?" And our choices are Happy Feet, Schindler's List, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Daredevil. Okay, so I don't actually know what movie this is from, but through the process of elimination, I think it must be Happy Feet because it doesn't fit Schindler's List or Daredevil. And I've seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory a lot of times, so whilst I don't know the answer, I'm going to make a guess at Happy Feet because that sounds like a kid's movie. And we are correct. So we are 100% at this stage. And we move on to the next quote, which is, "You told me you were delayed. You never said it was for 9 months." And our choices are The Terminal, Shoot 'Em Up, Bloody Diamond, or Star Wars Episode 5. Okay, well, again, I'm not sure of the answer to this quote, but I have seen The Terminal, and I know that that movie is about a man who is stranded in an airport. He's unable to leave the airport. I have seen that movie, but I can't quite fit the quote. I have never seen Shoot 'Em Up or Bloody Diamond or Star Wars Episode 5. But I know that The Terminal is about somebody who is delayed in the airport for a long time. So I'm going to guess at The Terminal. And we are correct. And our next quote is, "You have no sense of fashion." And our choices are The Pursuit of Happiness, Her, The Devil Wears Prada, or Eat, Pray, Love. Okay, so this is really the first quote that I've come unstuck on because I have no idea which one is the right answer. I've never seen any of these movies, sure what to do at this point. If I give a wrong answer, it might be game over. You have no sense of fashion. I'm going to guess, and I'm going to guess The Devil Wears Prada. And we are right. So our luck was in on that one. And our next quote is, "You shall not pass." The Lord of the Rings 1. Up, Lord of War, or the Host. And I'm not sure who picked these quotes for easy level because I am stumped. Once again, you shall not pass. I've never seen any of these movies. They're not my genre really. The Lord of the Rings is, I guess it's fantasy adventure. Up, I think, is animated. I've never heard of Lord of War, and I've never heard of the Host either. So I'm going to have to guess again. And it does sound like something you might hear on the Lord of the Rings. You shall not pass. So do we risk it and guess once again, or do we erase one answer and give ourselves more hope or more of an opportunity to guess it right? I'm going to guess, and I'm going to go for Lord of the Rings 1. And it is right. Unbelievable. So we move on, and our next quote is, "I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative." And our choices are Saving Private Ryan, Iron Man, Daredevil, or The Dark Knight Rises. And once again, I'm going to struggle with this quote. I've never seen any of these 4 movies, but I know that Saving Private Ryan is a movie about war with Tom Hanks, and The Dark Knight Rises is a Batman movie, and Iron Man is a superhero type movie, and I think Daredevil as well. And our quote, "I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative." That should give us a clue by the word Avenger. So it's not Saving Private Ryan, so we can rule that out. I'm not sure it's The Dark Knight Rises. I'm going to rule that out. So it's between the other two. And I'm going to guess Iron Man. And we are right. Every guess so far I have got right, which is fantastic. Our next quote is, "I want to go home. Does anyone know where my dad is?" And our options are The Prestige, The Truman Show, Jurassic Park, or Finding Nemo. Okay, so I have seen 2 of these movies, which are The Truman Show and Jurassic Park. I have never seen The Prestige or Finding Nemo, but I know that Finding Nemo is a animated movie for kids, and this quote kind of sounds like it could fit that movie. And it could be a quote from Nemo, who maybe gets lost in that movie. So I think I'm going to guess Finding Nemo. And we are correct. I'm so chuffed with how this is going so far. So we move on to our next quote. And I'm very relieved to say that I know what movie this quote is from. And it is, "I'm the king of the world," which I think a lot of people will know. And our options are The Prestige, Titanic, Bedtime Stories, or Puss in Boots. And I'm very glad to say that the answer is Titanic. So our next quote is, "This is our old house. What in the hell is doing in the attic?" And our options are A Separation, The Truman Show, Paranormal Activity, or Liar Liar. mentioned before, I have seen The Truman Show and I have seen Liar Liar, both the Jim Carrey movies, so I'm very familiar with those. So I know that it's not either of those. At least I don't think it's The Truman Show. I'm positive it's not Liar Liar. I have never seen A Separation, and I know that Paranormal Activity is a horror movie. And it sounds like a horror movie quote. Something is in the attic. So I'm going to guess, once again, Paranormal Activity. And our luck has really been in with guessing up until this point. So let's see if our luck can continue. And it does. Unbelievable. So we move on, and our next quote is, "Then tell me, future boy, who's President of the United States in 1985? And I'm really pleased to say that I know this quote straight away. And our options are The Princess Diaries, which it definitely isn't, Downfall, which I have never heard of, Gladiator, which it is not, and Back to the Future, which it most certainly is. One of my all-time favourite movies from childhood. And you may have seen one of my recent videos when I did a Whispered Facts video on facts all about Back to the Future. So we will select that and move on to our next quote. And it is, "That thing in your chest is based on unfinished technology." And our options are Iron Man 2, Finding Nemo, Minority Report, or Finding Neverland. And there is a slight typo there with the fourth option, but it is Finding Neverland, which I have never seen, but I believe it may be kind of a kids type movie. Minority Report I have never seen as well, but it is an adult movie. I'm not sure what the plot is about. Finding Nemo we have had as an option before, so we know it is a kids movie. And Iron Man 2 is a superhero movie. So, that thing in your chest is based on unfinished technology. Well, I think that Iron Man 2 fits the bill for this quote, because his suit is kind of high-tech technology, so I think I'm going to guess Iron Man 2 and hope that my luck continues. And we are correct. And our next quote is, "You really think you can fly that thing?" And our options are The Butterfly Effect, Message in a Bottle, Due Date, or Independence Day. And I'm very pleased to say that I do know the answer to this quote. I've seen The Butterfly Effect one time, and I didn't really enjoy it. I've never seen Message in a Bottle, but that kind of sounds like a rom-com. Due Date, I think, is another kind of romantic type movie. And Independence Day. So, it is Independence Day, and it relates to when they were going to fly the alien spacecraft out of Earth's orbit to dock with the mothership in order to plant the bomb. So it is Independence Day. And our next quote is, "Promise me you'll survive, that you won't give up no matter what happens, no matter how hopeless." And this is another quote from an answer we had previously, and it is Titanic. So our options were Titanic, A Knight's Tale, Alice in Wonderland, or The Godfather. And it is the second time we've had a quote from this movie, so I'm not sure how reliable this app really is, but we will crack on and select Titanic as our answer. And our next seen Lord of War, as mentioned earlier. I've never seen Little Miss Sunshine or even heard of it. And I've never seen Crash, but I have seen Flight Plan. And that is a movie about a woman who loses her daughter on a plane, which is quite a unique situation. She appears to have vanished completely. They search the entire plane and they can't find her. So I do believe the answer is Flight Plan. Okay, so our next quote is a very short one, and it is, "We're ranking girls." And our options are Minority Report, 500 Days of Summer, The Princess Diaries, or The Social Network. And once again, I have never seen any of these 4 movies. 500 Days of Summer, I believe, is a rom-com type movie. The Princess Diaries is a kids movie, so I don't think it's going to be that. I know that The Social Network is about how Facebook was established, and it sounds like it might be from that. I could picture the characters, which are, some young guys probably watching some girls, and one of them says, "We're ranking girls." So I'm going to guess The Social Network and hope that my luck continues. And it does. I am absolutely flabbergasted by how lucky I've been in this game. But I'm kind of just ruling out the options and picking the one that I think it's most likely to be. So our next quote is, "Revenge is a dish best served cold." And that sounds familiar, but I'm not sure of the answer here. We have Alice in Wonderland. I don't think it's going to be that. We have The Host, which I've never seen. We have Kill Bill Volume 1, which I've never seen. And we have There's Something About Mary, which is a very funny comedy movie. I guess it's a rom-com, but it's very funny. And I've seen that a number of times, so I don't think it's that. I think Kill Bill is about some sort of revenge plot. So I think this quote fits that movie. So once again, we're going to make a guess based on ruling out 3 other options. So I'm going to go with Kill Bill Volume 1. And I am right once again. And we have our next quote, which is, "This is Sparta." And our options are 300, Fair Game, The Lion King, or A Lot Like Love. Well, once again, I have not seen any of these movies. Well, I have actually seen The Lion King from, I believe, 1994. But I've not seen that in many years, so I don't think it's The Lion King. I think this quote is from 300, which I've never seen, but I know it's a kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, but I think it's sort of set during maybe Roman times or something, where there's some sort of war going on. So I think This is Sparta is from 300. And it is correct. So we move on to the next quote. And it is, "I can't feel my legs." And our options are X-Men First Class, Saving Private Ryan, Around the World in 80 Days, or The Godfather. Okay, well this is going to be a tricky one to work out because it could fit any of the 4 really. X-Men First Class is a superhero type movie. Saving Private Ryan, as mentioned earlier, is a war movie. I'm not sure what Around the World in 80 Days is based on. I think it's an old movie based based on the fact that Saving Private Ryan is a war movie and there could be potentially injuries contained within the movie. I think that quote fits quite well with that movie, so I'm going to guess Saving Private Ryan, and we really are pushing our luck here. But here we go. And we are wrong for the first time in the game. So we have to now make a choice, I guess. And I'm not sure which one it could be. I still don't think it's X-Men First Class. Although I could be completely wrong. I'm sort of stuck on what to do here. I think I'm going to use the eraser on this one and rule one out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what the app did there was it actually ruled out the wrong answer. This app is so dodgy. Okay, so I'm going to ask our friend here in the corner and see if he can provide any assistance. The answer starts with X. Well, that basically gave it away. So it is X-Men First Class. So we stumbled for the first time there in the game. And our next quote is, "The People's Champion sounds pretty good to me." And our options are The Princess Diaries, Runaway Bride, Real Steel, or Unstoppable. And I'm really stuck once again here. So The People's Champion sounds pretty good to me. I am really not sure which one it could be here, so once again, let's use some of the tools we have at our disposal. So let's once again click our friend here and see if he can help. And it says, "Kill me if it's not real steel." Now, something that it said at the beginning of the app was that occasionally the advice that he gives may not be accurate, so we have to keep it in mind that he could be bluffing. And I think he's bluffing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase one of the answers. Okay, so we have had an answer erased there. So we have 3 options left: Runaway Bride, Real Steel, or Unstoppable. And I'm just going to go with the advice that our friend has given us. And if he's wrong, I'm going to be really mad at him. And it is right, so he wasn't bluffing us. Well guys, I think I'm going to call it there for this video, as the app unfortunately crashed there. But I think we got 20 quotes completed, so I think it was a good stage to call it a day for the video. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, and you will get notified whenever my videos go live on the channel. But thank you once again